everyone, I am very excited to show you my copy of Ivy in the Inky Butterfly, which I have now finished. This is the second copy that I've done, and I'm going to show you a flip through of this one, and then in my next video I'm going to compare this one with my first one and see how differently or similarly I've done the pictures. But let's have a look at this one. Haven't done the cover. I don't like colouring covers, and I also haven't done the inside of the cover or the French flap. It's just not, I don't like colouring on this paper very much, and yeah, so I haven't done it. But we started with this one, so you can see the title page. I did this one a really long time ago, so I put in some gold and silver. We've got all the gemstones and things like that. I'm trying to decide whether to put my light on or not. I think that's a little bit better. It might make it a bit glary near the top, but I think it's a little bit easier to see. And then this one. Now, in this copy of my book, I have not tried to match anything up. So on this page we have a butterfly and he's gold. On this page he's orange, and on this page he's blue. I have not tried to. In my original book I did all the butterflies the same, or the ivies the same, or the dragons the same. In this one I just wanted to do each page individually, so these pages don't match. That was a decision that I made. I didn't want to do them the same, so I did this one all blues. I don't know if that one was a video, I can't remember. Now I can't tell you what I coloured these in. I can't remember which pencils I used for all of the pages, but I mainly use polychromos, but some of them are done with others. I mean, that is not, as far as I can tell by looking at polychromos colour, so I don't know. But we have Ivy in a blue dress here. I did a sort of sunset, as you can see, and kept this looking greys so that it sort of worked as a frame. And then the strawberry cake. I did the strawberry cake as a video, I remember, so if you like that and you want to know how I did it, you can find the video somewhere. If you want any videos that I say a video, can't find them, ask me in the comments and I'll send you a link. It's quite easy for me to find them. Okay, now this page is a page that for me, I don't like loads of random bits on a page. It's not really for me, so I was not that excited about doing this page, but it's done, is really how I felt about this page, I'm afraid. But this one I did as a series of videos. I think I did the whole double page. They weren't all linked together, they weren't all done at the same time. It was a little bit bitty, but I did do it all, I think I did. So there were bits, there's like, I know there's that bit, I know there's that bit, and that bit. So I know there's the globe, so maybe it was all, but there were videos for this page. And then this border has got a metallic pen around the outside. It's very difficult to see. The inside bit is done in purple. Missed a bit there. The outside bit is done in pink, so it sort of matches in with this border. And this butterfly again being completely different. It's done with, I think this was done with Black Widow, and then this is a soft pastels around the edge. Just give it a, I want it to have like a, there we go, a golden look behind it. I thought blue and gold, I thought would work. Now this one I did really recently. This is done with polychromos, and I wanted to keep a matching colour scheme, something that quite magical. So I did the silver pencil from the polychromos for a lot of the swirly bits, and then I wanted something that would match silver, so purple and pink always matched. Got the black from the ink and the bits, so I just felt it all worked. So that is how I did that one. Now this border, have a look. I don't know, I did it quite bright and cheery, lots of different colours for our florals. I didn't keep them all the same colour, and enjoyed doing that pile of books. The keys are supposed to be one gold, one silver, one brass, but the gold and the brass look a bit too alike. But, yeah. And the wings on our bees got a bit of sparkly pen on. Probably can't see. This one I think I did with polychromos, but there's a really, really similar one of these done in the planner with ChromaFlow pencils, and I really liked it, so I did a really similar one in here as well. So if you want to know a bit about how I did it, it's a similar, really similar tutorial for that one. This is done with Prismacolor. I remember doing this. I didn't know whether these orange centres would just look really weird, but I think it works in the end. But prefer this one because it's a limited palette. Obviously we've got all our teals and turquoises and things, and that was fun. Now this one again, I wanted to do it really differently to the original page. I'm not sure how different it is because I haven't looked yet. When I do my comparison I will. So, but of course hydrangeas are usually sort of pink, blue, whatever. I'm trying to work out what pencils these are. They're definitely not polychromos. I'm sure these sort of periwinkle blue type colours and things. I've got no idea. That's that one. And a bit of blue soft pastel to do a bit of sky. Now this one was really interesting. An experiment. I love this page and I had a lot of fun doing all our leaves and things like that. Just move you across the tad. But inside the door was a lot going on. I was like, how do I handle that? And I decided to do it with there's just black pen or a grey. I can't remember. Oh, my phone's ringing. Right, sorry, phone ringing. Yes, as I was saying, there's a lot of detail going on in here and I didn't want to detract from the outside. And I sort of felt that Ivy's coming out from the Wonder Room into a whole new world, and I felt that if we put this in black and white and this in colour, it would sort of emphasise her coming out into this bright world, you know. So it was partly laziness so that I didn't have to think of lots of different colours, but in the end I think my sort of thought about it and I think it worked. So yeah. This one I did really early on. It was actually a buddy colour, I seem to remember, with my friend Michelle. I don't know if she remembers. And polychromos. And I did this background and I really liked it actually. Still do, to be honest. Came out very well. Now this page I've done so many times because it's in the planner. I don't know if that page is and that page is and things like that. And I wanted to keep it quite straightforward this time on doing it. So that's what I did. And then this one, I knew that these were supposed to be forget-me-nots, or I thought they were. I'm just having a quick look at the story, but I didn't want them to do them blue because there's a lot of blue flowers and forget-me-nots through the book. They probably aren't forget-me-nots actually, so I just did them a bit differently. This one I remember I used my Giorgione pencils and I wasn't really happy with how they laid down, to be honest. So when I finished the picture I was a bit meh, but yeah. They've got a nice gold pencil, which is what I used there, but it looks a bit grey, but never mind. Now this page, I have a feeling this was a video, or at least part of it. I have a feeling the post box might have been, but I might be just lying. I don't know. But I can see it's not done with polychromos because there's white pen here and it's gone neon pink. And certain brands of pencil do that, polychromos never do. That's interesting. I had quite fun making these like airmail letters and things like that. I really enjoyed doing that post box. I've enjoyed it every time I've done it. A lot of soft pastel in the background just to fill in all that space. And then I could do my dandelions with white pen. I don't know how well it shows up, to be honest, because I had some background there. And I didn't want to have to pencil it all in because it would have taken forever. So there we go. I've done quite a multicolour butterfly down here. This one I did quite recently too. Now I've done this page quite a few times as well in the old book and in planner pages and things like that. And the frame I normally do in gold, but I decided I wanted to do it really differently, so I did it in green. I don't know if I like it now, but hey ho. Again, bit of soft pastel just splodged around to look a bit cloudy sky-like, and I tried to match the colours across both pictures just to make them a matching pair. Now again, this page I've done quite a few times. I do like it though. I enjoy doing the blossoms. So, but no background on this one, just kept it quite simple. And I used this sort of turquoisey colour in the candles and the liquids just to keep some consistency across the picture. Now this one I really enjoyed. Now this I did with Staedtler Design Journey pencils, I do remember that. And her face looks interesting. I tried to put, now Staedtler doesn't really have good pale skin tones, and I put down some of the peach and then some of the salmon and then a bit of orange and then brown for some shadows, and she just looks like she's got a dirty orange face. It's a bit different. Now down here is a Chris Cheng tutorial. I love this tutorial by Chris Cheng. I really love how it looks. Hers, mine's okay. It's not as good as hers, but I just really wanted to go with it, so I could, because I had this copy, and I just love all these autumnal colours and things. This Prismacolor. So her tutorial is on her channel, on her YouTube channel. Now this page was tricky. This page in my other book, I always thought is the best page in the other book. So I was like, how am I going to compete with that? And I was like, I'm not. I'm just going to have fun with it, do a big mix of different colours and enjoy myself. So that's what I did. And polychromos. I missed a bit there. It's probably not the only bit I missed. Now this page is a tutorial series. Each of these small items has one video, so if there's any you want to do, or if you want to do all of them, there is that available. I can't remember what the series is called. I'm pretty sure there's a playlist, but if you want to have a go, as I said before, at any of them, if you want to know if there's a video or if you want the link to it, I can send it. This one there isn't a link to. It's just a very limited colour scheme. I just thought it would be pretty to do all the same colour and also a little bit easier, and I'm rather liking it. Because I can't visualise, I find it very hard to know whether something's going to work when I try it, so I just have to have a go. Now I have a feeling that this is done with crayon. I think it is. I think this is done with the what are they called? Those crayons, Bambino crayons. I don't think they sell them in the UK anymore. The supplier actually contacted me and said she was not going to be selling them into the UK, and was I interested in doing it, which I wasn't. I've got enough to juggle without that as well. So I didn't, but they can look lovely. I was really pleased with how that came out. This one I think was actually a tutorial video, and was this one? Maybe not. Maybe not, but this one was, because a lot of people I think at the time were asking me how to colour fish. Now this one, I never know how to colour houses. What colour do you do houses? I don't know, so I did them in the sort of salmony colours. This is these are done with Castle Art, so I can tell by this roof colour this is the Terra Verde Deep. I'm not sure about this really. I like the sea, but I just don't know. Anyway. This one was there was a tutorial in a Helen Elliston book for doing sort of multicoloured, neon coloured swirly things. I don't know what else to call them. So I used that tutorial to do this with Prismacolor with the neons. I think mainly the neons, and then put a bit of black pen round to make it really pop off the page, and did our butterfly to match with some little colour dots. I thought it was interesting. This one I did yesterday. I use mainly polychromos. The background is done with 2 pencils, 1 Prisma, 1 poly. So I started the background with a Prismacolor Indigo to get it going, because I wanted a thick background. It's not as thick as I was going to, but it's fine. And then I went over the top with the polychromos Indigo to darken it a little bit, and I already had that layer of colour under it, so it worked fairly well. Yeah, so I did it pretty quickly really. It's quite a daunting page, and I left it till nearly last, and I just had to go for it really. So that's that one. Oh, we have Pika's house, I think. Yeah, I'm sure I did this in Derwent pencils. I'm sure I did. I really enjoyed doing the water. I tried a few different shades and mixed them together, and I was really happy with how it came out. Now these two, again, they could match, but I decided not to match them. So this one is golds and reds and silvers. The silver is actually a silver pencil, but the gold is a blend of yellows and browns. And then this one I did, yeah, I did these leaves, and then I did the gemstones the same colour as the tips of the leaves, but I just wasn't sure if this colour matched the teal. But anyway, it's done now. These brooches, these are all tutorial videos if you want to have a look. Each one has a video. I probably wouldn't do them exactly like that now. I'd probably put a bit more white pen on some of the black lines to make them look more shiny, but you know, that if you like those, then there are, as I say, there are videos. This is Pika. I did this one fairly recently. I should use my Schripperafarben pencils for this one. Maybe I should just shorten the name because I can't say it. There is a tutorial of this page coming out, but not of this version. It would have already come out in the planner. That's right, it's already come out. This one. Now again, this is such a daunting page, and I have seen, is it Cherry Colours on Instagram? Her version is so absolutely amazingly stunning that I always feel rather daunted. But what I did with this to make it easier was I did all the wood first, and I worked hard on trying to make the shelving look like it was three-dimensional by making it darker at the back than the front. And I actually got really into that and really enjoyed it. And same on this side and this as well. Then I had all these little bits left, and I was like, what am I going to do with that? So I decided to do them all the same. Now, Pika collects bright and shiny things, so really they probably wouldn't all be the same colour. But I just decided it would be so much easier, so I just did everything in gold or red, and I think it worked pretty well, actually. I just noticed I've missed a bit there, a bit of white pen. Now this page is a video. I was asked to do a tutorial for these items, and so I did. It's split into little chunks because obviously there's quite a lot going on, and yeah, so that's available if you want to have a go. Quite liking them. We've got sort of gold and brass, coppers and silvers and all sorts going on there. This page, yeah. I did this with Stedler Design Journey, and I don't like this bit because I did all golds and reds again, and I think it's just too samey. But I was a bit overwhelmed, so I just did it all the same, and I think I shouldn't have done. But yeah. This one is a tutorial. I think there's 3, one for the compass, one for the flowers, one for these flowers, and they're done using the Harmonious pencils by Castle Arts. This one is done with Prismacolor. There's no tutorial for this one. And this one, I think that looks like Castle to me. Not sure. There's a tutorial for our honey pot. I think there might be one for this as well. Can't be 100% sure. Starry Scene. Always hard to know what to do with this because we've got a moon opposite, which is very sort of, I tend to do it in cold colours and this in warm, and I'm not sure how it works. Although I've said in this book I wasn't matching anything, I'm still not sure. This one, very daunting, I found, this page, because there's so much space behind, but I just coloured it in green to make it look like you're looking into the forest, and sort of did all the flowers, you can see the same colours and things like that to try and make it a little bit easier. All the pots in terracotta, sort of matching up. I don't know what pencils I used for this one, but yeah, I kept the same colour scheme through. And this one again, just did it symmetrically. I don't remember doing this page at all. This one, Forget-Me-Nots, I think this was a buddy colour, and I just did the mass Forget-Me-Nots, but did a background because we've got a little frame, it feels like it should have a background. I think it worked quite well. This one I did quite recently. Love doing the blackberries and things, it's fun. And again, this one was a recent one too. I'd sort of left this one because of all the leaves, but actually once I got into it I really enjoyed it. Now we have our hot air balloon rainbowy castly one. What I decided to do is to keep it all grey and then just use a few simple colours for the items, and every rainbow colour is within the other items. This one is a video. Looks like Stedler to me. This one isn't a video. I just played around with, I did them all the same in the end. I wasn't sure what to do. I did them all the same. Now this is a video. Each picture is a video available somewhere. This one I did a long time before that one, I seem to remember. And I'm sure I've got video of this page from a planner, but it doesn't look like this. These I often do all the same colour, and I thought I'd just mix it up, make it a bit more colourful. I'm pretty sure this is Castle Arts, and there's a blue soft pastel in the background for a bit of sky. Now, I wasn't sure about this. I wanted to make them look really fluorescent, and that's why I did the jars that colour, but then I did the wall quite dark, like it was a sort of brick cave, and I don't know if it worked together. I like both, but maybe not together. Anyway, and this one's completely different. I just had fun. Yeah, Chandelier, my original attempt, was a bit of a disaster. Not really sure how much better this one is, to be honest, but we'll compare them in the next video. And then I did those the same and just did a very different looking butterfly down there. This is a video. Every part is covered in the video, so you can follow along every single bit if you want to. The series is not long finished, so you can have a look at that. It's called Dragon Treasure. And here is our Dragon Queen, this time in purple. I did her in all sorts of different colours through the book, so which I found rather fun. This background is done with a scribble. Look like smoke. Scrub, scrub, scrub. I really like this page. I'm not sure if I did it justice in this particular version. I know my other one is really nice. And this is part of the problem when I was doing my second book. I was remembering, I know that page was really good. And that sort of made me a bit anxious about doing it somehow. Yeah, this is just done with greys and things. But this one is a video too, so you can follow that. It's just a brick wall stencil. And now this one was interesting. I think I used the Harmonious pencils. I think so. Just different shades of grey to do the smoky butterflies. It's might be a bit dull, but it just worked for the story. Now these were done with Artex pencils, and they were a bit not as intense as I'd hoped, but you know, and again our brick wall stencils coming in behind, and these are just grey because in the story the butterflies are all sooty. This one I did really near the beginning. I can't identify what those pencils are. I'm thinking maybe castles because of those purples, but I'm not entirely sure. They're definitely not polychromos. So that is that. Then this one is a video. I've tried to do a slightly sooty butterfly. We've got metallic pencils, I think, there as well. Not completely sure. I think this bit's done in metallic pencils. Not sure, but there is a video if you want to do that little one. Then we have these two. I really like the heart I did in the other book, so this one I was a bit disappointed in. I tried to make it better, make this better. I matched the colours up though from there, and did it a little bit differently. Now here we have some. I think I've got a video where I show how I do some of this. I think. Now the mosaic here, I tried to do sort of rainbow, starting with my red, and here I used all the same colours, not identical colours, but the same sort of colour scheme, but I did it a bit more random. No, I didn't. Red, orange, yellow, green, turquoise, blue, violet, indigo. Yeah, no, I didn't. So that was that one. This is a video, Black Widow's pencils, I remember. I got my skin tone pencils and I tried them out on Ivy. Now I've got a lot better using them since I did this video, but she's okay. And there's a bit of pen, so I think this is silver metallic pen. And then I did this page to match because it's quite nice. They sort of look like they're a matching pair, don't they? Now, this side is a video series. You can follow all of these, but this side isn't. Now, I did promise you I would do this side as well, but I actually did this yesterday and not on video. But this page is coming up in a planner, so I thought I would wait and do it in the planner rather than do it for you now and then do it again in the planner, because so I thought I would wait. So you'll have to be patient. I will do it when I think it's next year's planner. So it sounds like it's going to be a long time to wait, but yeah. You can always just copy my colours from this one if you want to. Now here's our Dragon Queen in a very different colour. And here she is pink, here she is blue, bluey green. I had a lot of fun mixing up some blues and greens. We've got phthalo green light, we've got cobalt greens, we've got turquoisey greens, different things going on. And I did her silver crown and jewellery, which was good. This is just a bit boring. Now this is also a video series. I think it's called Ivy Tunnel. I had a field day with this page, particularly this one, which I did as a sort of Halloweeny series. We've got like galaxy wings and fire and all sorts of fun things going on there. And this one, yeah, apart from the lamp, which I don't really like, the others I liked, that one particularly. So yeah, I enjoyed doing that page. This one I completed fairly recently. I think I used both Prismas and Polys. I find that that's a really good mix. If you want to put down a quick base, you can put down a quick bit of Prisma and then do some more precision work with Polys. I don't know if people tend to do that, but I found that's quite good. These two I think are both done with Black Widow pencils. Quite simple really. Don't know what that was done with. Just wanted to move away from the sort of metallics and do something a little bit different. And I don't know about that one, what I used. Then we have just some leaves. These are done in a little bit more of an interesting way, I think. This is a video series. I think it's called Ivy Trinkets, but I'm not entirely sure. And I love doing that. It was such fun. And anyway, all of them you can follow along if you want to. This one wasn't a video. I really enjoyed it. You see, it's the first time I tried doing a sort of galaxy type background. I don't know if it's 100% successful, but I know I had fun, and I remember the fun, which is great. And it just got me going. You know, you have to start somewhere, so that was good. And then this one, there is a video for the background, I think. I think there's a video for a bit of that, but I did it differently. Didn't need to think I needed to do it the same. And then I did that one last night. I decided to make the butterfly gold and silver pen just because she's really special, big part of the story, and this is the end page. But I've also done the butterflies there and a little bit at the back, that one and that one, and I haven't done the cover. So there we go, there's my second copy of Ivy, and if you tune in, I think it will probably be tomorrow, I'll do a comparison. So I'll look at my old one and my new one together, and that'll be fun. For me at least, I hope you enjoy it too. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a really super day, and happy colouring.